All right. Happy Saturday, everybody. Okay, so today we're starting to wrap up this phase one, this foundational aspect, historical, looking at the Kamae with the So we've been doing a lot of kata builder recently, and hopefully it's been coming out and seeing like, okay, these kata work. And the goal of this section, as I said before, is to give this to you as a safe space. That if something happens, that if you go into a Kamae, that you're good. You know you'll be all right. You know you'll be in a more advantageous position than you were before. And so as we've been doing these kind of builders, I think you're seeing, okay, these, like, oh, interesting. I never thought I could, defend with a hero. Never would have thought of that. And you're starting to see that. What I'm starting to see is that the Kamae are starting to break down a little bit. You're getting in there, you kind of see it works, but what I want to do is kind of crisp it up a little bit, just because I think you're missing, like, the magical 20% that actually really having the Kamae can give you. So, for example, if I borrow Matt, and Matt just throws a left punch, and Ichimonji off to the side. Okay, not bad. There's better position. I didn't get hit in the face. Actually, about that, I got some shots. This going to be okay, decent. But what if we really made that Ichimonji like really kind of crisp and clean? So that came in. Okay, that's different now. Okay, I'm a lot closer than that. I have a lot more. There's a lot more distance for him to carry. That right punch is not an option for him right now. He's really got to bring that around. And it really was the difference between me being here in a that's kind of thing, and being here in a more on the cover of the magazine kind of stuff. Now the knee is in awful terrible. Okay, so what I'm looking at today is like, okay, we're gonna go back, we're gonna deal with kata builder, and you're gonna do it just like that before, and then we're gonna say, how can we really crisp that up a little bit? And when we do, what else does that open up to me? I really strike that Doko. What does that really do for me? And a Kicho like this, or Kicho like this, what does that really accomplish? And is it giving me other angles, other options, more control? All right. Doesn't say that you can't soften it up. I soften it up here all the time. I tell you, like, okay, do an old man version. But I want you to soften it up because you decide to soften it up. Not because you think that's what it is. Does that make sense to me? It makes sense to me. It makes sense to you. I understand it completely. Makes sense so far? Okay. So, what we're going to start with today, and again, to pair off, I'll give you the first two. Yeah. Left punch, right punch. Attack. Ichimonji with the Boshiken. Migi Doko with the Katana. Alright, so left punch, right punch. Ichimonji with the Boshiken. Migi Doko with the Katana. Okay? Go ahead. Who's up first?
She needed the extra time. She should go first.
Damn it, Randy. I think that's a great idea.
How you do it and how you do it. You would have a shower.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Why do you have that gap? Let's see yours. We're not going to talk there. Okay. Yes. Let's see. I didn't actually come back. Yeah. For this. Because I think that makes an extended out. Alright. Good shot. Good job. Good job. Good job. Off man. Off man. Who's up next? You too? Alright. Off man. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice, man. Very nice. Well, ready? Yeah. All right. Nice job. Nice job, bro. All right, nice shot. Nice shot, everybody. Nice shot, everybody. I listened about three of these. I think this one because there's a lot here. All right, I think more than you may recognize. There's an emotional journey in here. There's staging. There's a flying by the seat of your pants. And we'll get to that in a second. What I'm going to do is, again, just like all this class, is crisp that up and see how it changes it a little bit. So what I'm seeing now, for the most part, and not everybody, but for the general population, what I'm seeing is that the Ken and the Kamae are disconnected, and the Ken's almost like the priority. But I want to flip that back. So what I'm seeing is, Ishimori's here, and he's like, oh, and then Ken kind of, I really wanted that. That's what I was looking for. And it was kind of disconnected. There was a Kamae, we Ken. In some cases that will be. In this one, there isn't. I'm all seeing is just like, oh, just getting that way, and I really just want to get that motion in there. Oh, I really want to throw this in there. I want to try to unify those a little bit more and really put more emphasis on the Kamae. Let the Kamae dictate how the Ken is going to be used. So Matt's telling me at that left. Why not do it all at once? Why can't, as this comes in, you're going to use it to actually get back into it? Right? Because I mean, think about this. I didn't know this was happening. Other than the fact that I told you what to do. In reality, you wouldn't know this is happening. I'm just standing here, all of a sudden Matt comes up. Whoa. What's going on here, buddy? All right. So now I've accomplished a couple things. Kamae Ken check. I've also got some damn distance on me. Right? I'm not sitting here going, oh man, that Doko is going to be very tough. That Kamae and that hit and that timing, gave me enough. But Matt's really going to have to reach for me now. That second one's going to be tougher. Do you see what I'm saying? Now I noticed a couple people, which is fine, is this team and they hear, whoa, they threw that. I'm okay with that too. Because again, I don't know what's happening. Maybe I just get out of the way and I realize all of a sudden, whoa. Okay, maybe this arm is going to trap. I got the wrist right there. Okay, great. You can pick and choose either one. Either it's being hit with the front hand as you're getting out of the way, or you get out of the way to it. But what I want to see is I want to see it better. Ishimoji, I want to see it better. Some more distance from there. All right, go through the fact that you don't know this is happening. This did just come in. It's like, whoa, what the hell, man? And now, hey, look, put it right on my magazine. I guess it's just for that next shot. All right, so let's just practice that. Just for a couple minutes, just practice that one aspect, okay? Okay, Monte. So I'm going to give you a couple, so we just looked at the fact that, hey, I can hit with this and get away. Now I got myself some more distance. I'm in a more advantageous area. I got Matt again here. He's caught me even a little more across. Whoa! I can give myself a little more distance. So I'm actually using that approach to really kind of push me away from him. All right? You're not only shot for a couple seconds. So instead of having to be perfect kind of thing, where the distance has to be just right, my timing has to be just right, I'm hanging it. Oh my God! And now I'm using it to push myself away. All right, couple seconds, then these two guys are going to show you alternatives. Okay, so different, right? Now that we're kind of getting in there a little bit, it's not just, hey, didn't do anything to him. Yes, I mean, did I fulfill the requirements of kind of Ishimoji with a lotion? Yes. Am I in a bad spot? Yes. All right. So again, that was yes, it's like the softer edges of it. Now, can we make it work from that? Yes, but that's not the point. Versus the, whoa, okay. Well, now I get distance. That hit was a lot harder. It threw him off a little bit. And now it's distance. So now that next shot is going to be different. I think we all experience that. Am I correct? Okay. So now, here's the thing. I don't always just have to go that way. So, who on? Mr. Shiva Masai wants to show a different option on this Ishimoji Boshi Ken. All right, Mr. Shiva go. He's going to show you a different option because it doesn't have to be there. It can be other places. Right. But you guys, and then, I'm picking up that, well, let's go to the inside then and see, what's it like on the other side of the fucking river. It's still the same movement, just to the other side, right? Before, using our right hand is kind of this deflecting kind of gap, striking with the left. Now it's just the opposite, right? Using my other hand. I'm switching my feet. I'm actually kind of starting, I'm not doing anything sort of stance, because I don't know about get that right.
Oh. And I just nailed him a little hard there. Maybe go a little slower on this one. I am focusing on like the larynx throat area, which will get old after a few shots, especially if, ladies, you got some nails on you or something. Questions?
Okay, so come on. And the thing is, you don't have to switch feet.
What?
You don't have to switch feet. He's doing it because that's what he likes to do. But can you show him an option without having the feet switch? So you're basically ending up in that same position you were just in the inside this time.
So the same side?
So before we're ending out like this. Can you now end like that but be on the inside?
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, it's now that's really the same movement except going that way. I went this way. Right. Like that's really all it is. It feels a little weird because you're going to the inside of a person's punch and you know he's got this other one coming for you. We can deal with that in a second.
Yeah.
Try it to the inside.
So I don't care if you switch it. I don't care now if you switch it to Mickey or keep it in the dark. Doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do. Look at this. See any comments you want to put on what they're doing?
Honestly, everybody's kind of doing something a little bit different. I think one thing I maybe forgot to mention, I wasn't quite doing like a push on like you were showing in the previous example. I was kind of taking my own space and not really allowing them to take it back.
Okay.
Which obviously changes what they're going to do next.
Let's have focus on that. Do you understand what he's saying? Can you show him 1 or 2 times? Sorry, Matt's throat.
I'll be careful for this area. Yeah. So boom. Go with that shot. I'm kind of retreating a little bit to assess the situation. I don't know who this guy is. Maybe he thought I was somebody else, and it's like, oh, you're not the dude I was trying to beat up at all. Sorry about that, bro. I don't subscribe to that theory very much, because this guy tries to punch me, and I'm just sitting here. Fuck that guy, man. Figure that shit out later, right? I mean, you don't beat him until he's dead, but you don't give him the opportunity to do anything to you. That usually means, in my mind, you subdue him, and maybe that the opportunity to disengage is there. That's okay. I'm too angry to do that. Do not speak. That's just it. That's just my natural
Natural state,
right? Yeah, I don't walk around seeing fucking rainbows and sunshine all the time, right? So one more time. I'm taking his space away from him, and he's really concerned about that thing in his throat right now. Whatever he thought he was about to do is not foremost on his mind anymore at that point. I don't think. So yeah, try it a couple of with the disengage and stay right in there. Stay right in there. See what your mindset's like.
Good point. So that's another alternative. Same thing. Same mission accomplished, right? So I got Matthew again. Same mission accomplished. It's okay. First one's like, oh, here. Okay, yeah, check box. Okay, I guess that's an emoji. I guess that's about you can not be very good. Crisp it up a little bit. Whoa. Okay. Or whoa. Okay. Okay. Well, crisper. Man, a huge difference on him. Do we see that acknowledge that? Okay, not over yet. Mr. McDonald has an option for you. All right, show me. You want to show?
You again. So you're okay?
Yeah.
So what's happening for me here is that because oftentimes an opponent is much bigger, I need to get lower. So this is a bit more ichimanji. I want to keep my structure, but I'm kind of going a little bit more into meat and more earth-like. And if you look at where I am, the structure, there's a line that's going straight down my center line. You're right. I can hear you.
Great.
There's a line that's going straight down my center, right here, and straight down through here. This is the structure that I want. Okay. Oh my God.
She has fingernails.
I have fingernails. If you got fingernails, I know you don't. So this is the setup here for this particular smaller versus bigger.
You want to make sense? You see it? Kind of more of an earthy kind of fashion, getting love. I want y'all to appreciate the high bus. I want you to appreciate where her left leg was. Everybody saw that. Okay. All right, go ahead. 3 different versions on the Sata right from the get-go. All right. I mean, to me, what I'm seeing, and disagree with me if you want to, are more effective than just okay and that. Right? We cleaned it up. We cleaned up the Kamae, we cleaned it up and out the middle, they make a real like, whoa, get to here. Right? He came in, whoa, I was able to get to here. Came in, or whoa, I was able to get to here. Or, this time he was doing, whoa, I was able to get to here. I think we can all agree that Matt is in a worse situation after those kind of 3 crisper, clearer ones. Okay, and that's the point of today, is saying, okay, but make it kind of more defined what will happen. Now, the story has changed massively, depending on what we do. I'll let the class decide. Do we want to do the one that I did off the first one, the one that Mr. Cheever did, or the one that Miss Heidi did? I don't care. It doesn't matter, and it shouldn't matter. Who wants what? I will not be offended if you don't choose me.
Cheever.
Okay, so we're going to vote for Cheever. Anybody else?
I need more on one Miss Heidi did.
Anyone else, Heidi?
So,
Yeah, which one do you want to do? I mean, we can do different ones. How about this? Let's do them all.
Yay!
Screw it. All right. So, next one's a Doko, right? Because the principle applies the same. So, that's how me. We'll take the mark version. Whoa, I'm up here. All right, the next thing is me as a Doko, me with the katana, right? Whoa. Okay. Pretty happy with that. All right. So what I want on this Doko is what I've seen before. It's like people getting here. Oh, sorry. It's the first one. It's like and the Doko, and they're kind of just weren't really drawing a person out. They're getting out of the way, down the up, and then they're kind of hitting this hand back in here. And yeah, okay. But it wasn't a Christian thing. I think we can all agree it wasn't a Christian thing. It will not make a Christian thing. So Matt's coming in. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, so notice like the time is coming in with that shot. I'm drawing, really trying to draw him out on this Doko. And I was like, wow, okay. All right, that would be the response for my version. All right, we get this Achiever's version. Wow, yeah. Whoa. Okay. Actually, maybe switch over because he was like, so it was a switch. So you were trying. Oh yeah. Well, now actually, boom, that Doko is going to be a lot different now, isn't it? Right? Because now this hand's actually in back. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. So as it comes in, whoa! God, I'm actually going to dive in with that Doko, just because I've switched that mate. If I don't switch the mate, and I actually stay in Hadari, yeah. Well, now we got the same version as mine. Woof! Over here. Do we see that? Obviously, do we see that? Because now we have options A and B on option 2 off of option 3. All right, do we see that? So, if we decide to switch, oh, this cheapest aggressive one, I'm going to dive into this Doko. Once I see that punch coming, oh, and now I'm in this position. Now I got my baby Doko, my Kamae and Ken. Okay? Pick one to start. Oh, then we have his heights. Sorry. Boom. Same thing. Maybe, whoa! Maybe I pull him out backwards a little bit. But I really want to see that Doko adjusting his balance. I don't want to see it as just say, okay. Okay, so, no, I want to see it, wow, really having a big time effect on him. Wow. Okay. Really make sure because it's big, it's drawing it out, it's really affecting him. I want to see that come out really be a pain in his ass. Alright, make sense? Because I don't want to do a disservice to what Mr. Cheever and the society came up with. I'm going to talk about just my option. Not right that I show them options for their options. They should show you options for their options. Not me. So I'm going to show you. So we're going to work on my option just for the next couple minutes. He comes to me. Oh my god! Matt, what the hell is going on? What? I'm gonna switch up what I was doing. All right, just because he comes in with that. Whoa! All right. Notice I didn't take him backwards now. I didn't take him behind himself. So before I was kind of going behind him, making him in this limbo position. I changed it. So as he comes up, whoa! Now I'm keeping more on that line. Like, if he goes the other side of him, I don't care. All right, and I'm turning my shoe over to this. All right, so we're going to look at my option for a second. So again, we're hitting it, pushing ourselves up. Oh, you can run right into that. Okay, so that's off of my option. Okay, makes sense? Go ahead. Just next 5 minutes, and Mr. Chiba will show you an option of that Doko. Just so, again, Kamae is the star here. The Ken is a secondary player. Best supporting actor. Not even that memorable, but still really good. So as he comes in with this, boom. I want everyone to watch where this hand stays in hiding place. All right, here it is. You all see how it exists in this universe right here. Matt comes in. Did you notice that it didn't really move? Matt moved into it. If I would have stretched him out a little bit more, great. He runs into it. So what's not happening is, boom, Doko, ah! I'm not coming in on him. I'm letting him run into it more. I'm letting the Kamae do the work. One. Whoa. Okay. Good. He runs into it. The Doko no Kamae is what's making him hit the shoot up. Not the Doko getting him out of the way so I can hit him with the shoot up. We understand that. That's very important here. And very efficient for me. All right, remember, today we're making the quick come out of the start of the show. Then that's supporting actor. All right, so I'd really like to see that bro lead them into this, please. Okay, a couple more minutes, and this chief is going to show you an option off of his. Questions, thoughts about what I was showing you as an option, having that come over. This is out of the fall. You see it? See it a couple times. All right, so again, Matt, sorry, I'm picking on Matt all day. It's just I'm trying to get consistency. So it's not, again, yep, it's like a little bit, all right, Matt's in a fine spot. I've tickled him twice. He's now getting that. All right, clean up the come on. Oh. Okay, I mean, okay, we already see this is a lot better. Oh, all right. So now, let's look at Mr. Cheever's option. All right, what was he doing, and how would he use that Doko Shuto off the angle that he showed you? Right?
This will be different. So, yeah, we were coming to the inside, yeah. For the sake of narrowing down our options a little bit, I know I said, yeah, sometimes I'm going to stay close and really take the space, and I'm going to disengage. I think we'll keep the disengaging part of this active, just so we sort of gives him some real reason to come with that second punch, right? If I am invading his space, he's going to do something else, right? One more time. Boom. Yep. So I went to the outside again. Like, I went to the outside with the Doko on the other side. And now he's got a whole host of problems that I'm sure everybody in here can at least see one or two things to really make his day terrible, right? We don't need to get into those right now. One more time. Hey. Questions? Vamos.
So, I totally appreciate how hard what Mr. Cheever was showing he was. I think you all experienced it. No, it's not your fault. You're doing good. I want to dissect now that we understand the differences between what I was doing and what he was doing, and why he was doing was really good. So first, when we looked at it, we kind of talked about, like, remember this default pin being the thing that hit him? He was doing the same thing. He just took a different path. So I was coming up here, boom, and as that came, I was taking that hand straight back to where it was angling. Right, so Matt and I be wow. Matt was going basically right where he wanted to, and he wound up hitting my hand. Right, you all see, acknowledge that. But she would put another, he put a U-turn in the middle of it, which made it even worse. You would accomplish the same thing. Boom. All right. So as this is coming, you would normally, and what everyone was doing was coming here. And the sand wasn't fitting in at all. It was, if anything, it was fitting in very weird because of it. What's happening is Mr. Chico was faking going back that way. And halfway through that rotation, decided to go this way. So now that hand is right there. You want clearing that shoulder and bringing that down. A lot of you guys found yourself as this was coming in, is you're going into bow B and pulling him into bow B so you could get the hand in. That wasn't what he was doing. He was actually going halfway and going this way, so he could still keep the Doko. And his. All right. So, very, very much actually. So, whoever actually noticed that as they were going through it, kudos to you. Questions, thoughts over the first two options? All right. Now, Mr. McDonald's going to show you an option off of her variation.
All right. So with this, we're going to stay low. So we're going to here. Oh, yeah. Bring up here. I want to stay low. And I'll explain why I'm so into that is because oftentimes everybody's bigger than me. So my best defense or offense is to stay down onto this plane, if you will. So on this first part, I'm going as low as possible. I'm right down here center. Like you can see how this and this is lying right up here. This nails, honey. You gotta love it. This is the cut to you. So as this is coming in, I want so super slow. I want this left side and this left side. Your whole left side is has to work as one unit. So this in. Now staying low. I don't want to be up here because often I want to be low.
Let me tell you, that's actually a very, very good observation by Miss McDonald. Very, very good. So if she had me in that secondary position, and even though she's naturally lower than me, all right, I have downward pressure on her. I can easily push down on her, which is massive to her disadvantage. Problem is that she can't get taller to prevent that.
I wish I could be 2 inches taller. It's not going to happen.
And she's never going to withhold that. That downward advantage that I have is massive. So the only thing that she can do is go so much lower that I can't possibly do that. I would have to come back up to then go back down. And she's going to better than go. Do you understand that?
If I'm up here, I'm going to be fighting and muscling. I don't have the muscle to do that.
Right.
I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. So even lower, I want to bring the other person down to my plane.
Right. And this is why I always say, and I always see a lot of people, you know, when they're big to start, they wind up fighting small.
Mm-hmm.
And I see people who are small trying to fight big. And it's like, that'll never work.
It won't.
If I'm here trying to take her down, that'll be hard. If I'm here, oh man. So bigger guys, I want bigger guys to fight bigger.
Yeah.
I want smaller people to fight smaller.
Yeah.
This is a great example of what she's doing on why that works. You see it. All right.
Have fun.
This is a quick side. Remember I talked about the not only looking at the moment, we're looking at the emotional context of this kata. Or Matthew again, just looking at the thing. I mean, what's happening? Matthew, what the hell? Whoa. What's happening? And he's like, I'm trying to kick your ass. Whoa! I don't know about that. Let me think about this, man. All right. I'm now starting to like decipher this by the second set. I'm like, I'm not really cool with that. Same thing with this for how you sound to. Whoa. What are you doing, man? He comes in like, whoa. Now, if he goes down, he goes down. But remember, we're not actually trying to take him down. We're going through this emotional arc where that first one goes, whoa. That second goes, whoa. I'm trying now to take control now. So I've gone from confusion to control. All right. And just because I said this is a 3-step concept, you have to have 3 steps. All right, now, could this been a 1 and done? Yes. Could this been a 2 and done? Yes. This just happened to be a 3 steps. So we've got confusion to start now get some control over this person. Understand that? All right, so visit your emotional arc in this journey as you're looking at these different alternatives, please. We've thrown a lot at you today. A lot. All right? And we're done the same thing all day long. So we've changed the scenario, we've changed the action, we've changed the first response and the second response. So you guys are doing well. This is not a physics class, but a very mental class because I'm asking you to change your emotions over and over and over again. Change it from her emotions to his emotions to my emotions, back to his emotions, and back and forth to here and stuff like that. So you guys are doing very well. Don't be discouraged. This is a tough class. Very Jack here. So what I'm gonna do is try to go back and see if this will help. I'm starting to see the wheels starting to fall off a little bit. Okay. So I'm gonna go back and use mine as the base voice reference. All right. Careful came in, boom. And then I to get into this Doko, I extended Jackie out and I pulled her out here and I left this hand for the hold. Right? We all agree we got that. We all see that, right? I think you all agree with Mr. Cheetah. And then when Mr. Cheetah switched it up, he said, no, I'm gonna go in here, and then I'm not gonna do that rotation, but I'm gonna push her this way so I can get this hand in here now. Right? He changed the angle. He changed, I'm not pulling her out, I'm actually going through. We understand that. This Heidi is doing something even more incredibly different, which actually looks very similar to what I'm doing, but it isn't. Okay? So she's coming in here. She has this shot. Now, I see a lot of people, what they do is like, oh, she's doing the same pull-out rotation that Mr. White's doing. And so as Jackie comes in, pulling out, but now sinking. That's actually not what she's doing. She's putting on a wonderful show of repositioning and having the reposition change everything. So what she's doing is she's here and she's just changing to here. That's all that's happening. So this isn't really a pull out like I was doing, like leaving this side here and kind of pulling her out to exposing it. In her changing of positions, this just happens to come back because her position changes. And because of that, there's a little bit of a pull-out, but it's more secondary and not primary. I'm trying to pull them out into this hand. She's just switching, the pull-out just happens to happen. She's thinking about more being level. That's what she's trying to accomplish. Do we understand? So this is happening, what I was doing, so I was doing on purpose, it's just a secondary thing. Mm-hmm. All right. So what I want you guys to accomplish, to think about, is that this one's where I'm low, like she says she wants to be. I want to stay low, but now that arm's a problem. Has to go over this, so I know I can get this up, and I do that, and I change my position. She goes, okay, good. Now I'm in a better position. So I want you to think of it this time as not pulling and drawing this out. You're low, change position, stay low. And when I say change position, it's not 1, 2. It's, and have that just happen with this Doko arm. You see what I'm saying? Again, difficult. Very much.
Please just do the change position one more time.
With or without somebody?
Just by yourself.
It's about staying low and making your body the center of your body. That rotation is what's happening.
It's what you're asking is a good question.
Oh, if you just
No. What you're asking is a good question, whether you realize it or not.
Oh,
I want you to watch my belt.
Okay.
And I want you to watch how much my belt travels back and forth this away. Actually, you're in a better position over there. All right. I can change position like this, and that's how I belt came back and forth. It's not what she's doing. That gyroscope is just turning. Mm-hmm. No, my belt really had a lot of labor back and forth. I'm stepping backwards and forward at the same time. All right. So as this is starting to come back, this is starting to come forward.
I think that's what I wanted to say.
Yes. And that's why I said it was a very good question, because it's a hard concept. How do you change position without going to an intermediary position and then coming back? That's normally what you do, right? I'm going to come back here, and then step forward. Nope. I'm gonna have this foot come back as I have this one come forward.
That's the piece.
That's the piece. And that's pain. And that's the hard part. And that's what she's doing in fifth belt. And because I'm doing that, that rotation works. I'm saying right. So yes, it's almost like you're starting one step and then you're starting the other step just at the same time. And you've done it before. Have you ever gone in your life when you're a kid, taking two steps at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
That's more of a leafy version, but it's the same thing. So you've done it.
The body moving as one unit. If you have everything disjointed and separate, then it's not going to work. So everything has to be in sync with each other.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, so everyone just stay here, stay like this, and just take two steps at the same time. Okay, you can do the second.
Hey.
Now, the other option could be, right? I'm still constantly thinking about putting that middle step in the way. Nope. So now, with that same physical feel, go like this. Now change it. Now change it. Now change it. Now take the leap out of it. So the body has the same feel. That's what she's accomplishing here. Okay? So that's just a very good question.
It's for me. It's taking the leap out there to see.
That's the hard part.
That's the art in there.
So that's when you have to know the feeling of doing it with the leap and how the body stays and the lower body changes. It's like, okay, how do I do that? We're still getting that feeling.
Nice.
Okay? So Monte, so we understand the differences between the three now and what's happening.
We'll see.
Okay, so we're going to be here. And you're just going to rotate and sink into that position. Hold on, what's this going to happen? Okay, it's really about the rotation. Let's see. Go. All right.
Yeah, it's that.
So, yeah. And this is the last couple minutes. So remember, it's the Kamae that's the star. All right, we're not trying to force the Ken in, anything like that. The Kamae is the star. It's not like when we started, we were like, okay, I'm going to hit you. You know, and then that Doko came in, it's like, rah! You know, and it's the Ken, we're always trying to make the Ken the star. Well, there's no way Jackie's going down off of Boshi Ken to the ribs. There's no way Jackie's going down. Well, maybe, but probably I'm not gonna Katan kind of, shoot her to death from this star. Unless I'm really lucky. All right? Probably not gonna win the fight off those two. So why am I making them the star of the show? Right? It's so much. I want the Kamae to be the star of the show. Ooh. Gain distance. That hurt more. All right? This Kamae. She's off balance. This is coming in now for my body. So much better. All right? I'm starting to see us starting to make the kind of star of the show now. All right? So just so we can wrap this all up so we can see the whole thing. We can go on for this another hours, but I see you guys starting to. I see the glassiness starting to come in. How are we end it? We're going to get to the third part yet. Pretty self-explanatory, I think. Jack comes in regardless of what I'm doing. Here, yep. Comes in here, boom. Jack's just taking a shot of that Katani and under any of the scenarios. All right? Chances are it's going to back her up. Boom. Boom. All right, or. Well, actually, sorry, shoot that. Sorry. Maybe I switched on confused to cheaters. Example. All right. That teacher's figuring away to that kick. That elbow's going to come in. Okay? Does it make sense? I don't even think you really honestly need to practice it for the most part. I think you can see, because you guys are all doing it in the very first part. You get that leg out of the way, and then getting this leg out of the way. This elbow's coming. All right, but I hope to see that what we started 2 hours ago of this to kind of say, okay. You know, which again, what I asked you to do at that point in time, that was perfectly acceptable. You're trying to figure out how to move in Kamae, how to deliver Ken. You're trying to figure that out. That's awesome. Great. That's the point of this whole session. Now it's to a point in time, like, okay, you're kind of seeing it. You're kind of seeing, like, oh, I can do co-safe mirror, I'm doing this. I can do hero, I can do this. Okay, this is how it works. You're seeing how it fits in. Now it's like, okay, well, what if it was really crisp and clean? How much of a difference would that make? And that was the point of today's class, is to kind of crisp and clean it all up to show, hey, man, if you went over here and hit them there, if you went over here and hit them with a good, Boshin, oh, man, that makes a huge difference. If you went to this Doko, oh, my God, they're really off balance. Despite they didn't go to get the 3. And I hope that was seen today. That was my point.